I'm gonna try and hold it with my foot. Eventually I'm gonna have to move the tractor every little while. There's a big rock right there. It's in there. I think it's a pretty massive boulder. I haven't been able to get that thing out of there. I think it's possibly a massive boulder. Alright, let's get this last bit just kind of cleaned out and then move the tractor. Alright, go ahead and move it. Yeah, it didn't look too far down the line. There's like some really hard ground too, you know. That's a big rock. Ooh, that's a big one. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it broke in half. See, the ground's still really moist. Real dark brown. All this rain we've had, even the surface is brown in a lot of places. Just hasn't evaporated yet. And it's still early in the season. Hopefully we'll get some more rain through the winter. I'll show y'all some of the work that I've been doing on the property. Trying to use this up before they come and pick it up. So I only got maybe a few hours left. I'm just being kind of ginger with it too. I'm not a professional. Go ahead and scratch it up so you can scrape it a little bit. Oh, I got this. On something. All right. One more cleaning scoop. There's a big one right there. There we go. Good morning. Oh, holy smokes, there are 59 folks on here. Wow. Good morning, y'all. So, yep, building a home out here. And I own a couple acres. And we've had some serious issues with flooding, as you can see, right through here. So, they normally say don't fight nature. And I totally agree, but this is one of those instances where we don't really have much of an option. So, all right, just gonna slowly creep forward, scraping out the space in front of me as well. Can only go so far to get like really good efficient dig. All right, put the phone back here to hold up my foot. Here's some of the big boulders that we got on the property, like that one. Luckily, my mini axe, I haven't had to deal with any of those, because I definitely would not be able to dig that out with the mini. A little too quick there. get a better angle. Little wasted movement there. One thing I've kind of picked up is that if you can minimize, I'm gonna have to put that back down when the arm goes out. Minimize the amount of wasted movement you have, the faster you'll get your work done. So I figure if I got to go a little slower, that'll probably, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Oh, did I find a big one? I like finding big rocks. Yeah, that's a good one. That's I'm gonna save that one. See if I can catch it. There we go. I am going to save that bad boy. I like that one. That's a big one. Alright, we put that right on top, and I'll come back with the little truck, and I'll grab that rock myself. Got my little Honda Acti. It's great for going around the property and grabbing big rocks. Alright. Oh. Damn, I can't do this with one hand, or at least not left-handed. I'm digging too. No, might be getting too far. No, I can go a little bit more. What y'all think? Think the arm will reach? We're gonna find out. I think it's gonna be just at the max. Go ahead and put the bucket. Yep, bucket. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, there's 90 some people in here. That's wild. All right. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all watching. RPM is just right, and oh dude, tell you what, I'm gonna drag myself back a little bit if I can. Nope, that's perfect. That was right at the max. Man, look, there's a bunch of good, pretty big ones. Dang. I'll have to get that one when I back up. I like using the big rocks on the property. Oh, there's a big one right there, right under the... Couple of big ones. Yeah, we're gonna bury those though. They'll be part of the foundation of this berm. A little too violent with the bucket when I'm swinging. Some good ones in there. Oh man, there's a big one right after the bucket. Damn, I might have to back up and grab that problem. Dang, just when I thought it was perfect. Let's see if we can cave it in. See if I can't use the claw to kind of scratch at the base and see if it won't cave in. And then the rain will kind of smooth that out when the time comes. Yeah, it's not just slightly. We're probably in about 1 foot. I got a pretty good deal on this rental too. I mean, at least I thought it was a great deal because for the most part I scored it right around Thanksgiving. So United Rentals here in town, thanks to them, big shout out. But it was like $790. Normally that's the weekend rate. Basically charged me for Saturday and Sunday. Today's pickup day, so I mean I got it till they pick it up, so I'm gonna use it. The diesel's included, and I'm down to about 1/3 of a tank, so I've been using it. But anyways, they dropped it off on Wednesday, if I remember right, day before Thanksgiving, and I got a little time with it then, and Thursday, and Friday. So I got it for like 2.5 extra days because of the holidays, so scored. Alright, I didn't fill that in right there. What I'll do is when I back up, I'll put the rest in there. In the meantime, let's see what I can clean out. We'll throw it in the end over there too. Let's get one more bucket. It won't hurt. Oh, did make it cave in. When? Or was that another one? Nope, that was it. I think it did cave in. I think I'll actually be able to fill that gap without backing up. Let's see. What y'all think? There we go. Yep. And we'll use the bucket to kind of Bravo! Alright, let's get one more scoop. We'll fill in the... Damn, should I really back it up? Nah, fuck it. We ain't gonna... I'm not gonna back it up for that little bump. I'll just sit myself down there. Oh, shit. I accidentally bumped it and I didn't mean to. Damn, now I'm getting all sloppy. Oh. Get the last little scoop here. Alright, and then we'll move forward. There we go. That works. All right. Holy moly, dude, every time I turn around, I swear that the amount of people watching this is doubling. 180 something. That's pretty incredible. All right, let's creep forward. See if I can do this without doing it all sloppy. Oh, we're digging. Tires are wanting to dig in. Yep. All right, I think that's good. Getting kind of quick at this. If I can, I'm going to run the bucket down the road and clear up this stuff on the shoulder. All right. Oh, I must have bumped it. There it is. I bumped the ISO button. All right, let's give it a little scrapey scrape. There we go. That's kind of got an idea of my work zone. You know, we're gonna leave those big boulders down there. That'll kind of, they're in a perfect spot actually. Kind of where the deep section of the gully that is cut into the property there. Let's get some more RPM. This will be able to move a whole lot of water down along the property, at least on the side now. And I do believe this is going to be more than sufficient. Oh, look at that. That's like, man, that's a good biggin. That's another good biggin. All right, you know what? We're going to throw the biggin. See if I get under it. Oh. There we go. Come up. I want you to be down here in the bottom. Should just push it like this. There we go. That's where I want it. Excuse me. Should have extended the arm all the way to get another good scrape. Well, I'm glad I got the 24-inch bucket. This thing moves a massive amount of earth. It really makes quick work of this. I appreciate y'all watching. You know, if y'all really do enjoy this, you know, please consider subscribing. So this is my building it's completely off-grid. I've built the solar system out myself. I've trenched out the septic system this week. You know, everything's built on those containers. One of the containers I've renovated, so it's technically livable inside. It's air conditioned, it's insulated. The back half is where all my solar equipment and batteries are. And I got 48 batteries. So we've got about 80 kilowatts of storage, battery storage. And I'm using watt cycle batteries. And what I do is I just usually buy about 8 of them. 4 to 8, 48 volt batteries now. I buy those. Putting the 12 volts in series works well, but the 48 takes up less space and it's one giant, you know, unit. They just, oh, here we go. I got to get more panels up. The bank is so large that I actually can't charge the entire bank in a day with all the usage. Because I've got a couple of servers in there. I've got my office stuff on the other side. So this way, when I'm working on stuff out here, I can do my normal day job at the same time. And so I've got Starlink out here, one for my business and then one for my personal use. All right. And then on top of that, like I used to be a mechanic by trade. Looks like you're learning. Yeah, pretty much, man. I'm no pro. I don't do this professionally. But I'm getting it done, that's for sure. All right, little by little. Yeah, I live by the, if you can't fix it, you don't own it, you know, and if you can do it, then you should. So, I mean, if you can get by without paying a pro, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's always the right place to pay a professional. But something like this, I can do. And a bunch of the other stuff I can also do. But there are times when I call the pros. For example, when I had I've got 40 by 45 foot concrete pad. I called the pros for that one. That would have took me forever. It took me about 2.5 days just to do a 8 by 10 pad with my son that our 3,000 gallon water tank is on. He was out here for a little bit last year. Was it last year? Yeah, earlier this year. He went back home to Virginia a couple months ago. And now I'm back to doing it all by myself. Won't get done unless you get it done. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever used an excavator of this size. I've never been on the controls one ever in my life. Another big one. Oh, here comes a big one. Yeah, so now we're getting into the next part of the layer of the ground. Kind of like this. I don't know what the media is called. I want to call it like regolith, but it kind of looks like number 2. Yeah, it's all kind of real gray. I noticed on some other parts of my property where there's a pretty deep arroyo, you can see the different layers of the geology here. You know, the different wash periods, floods, and whatnot. It's pretty cool. If you go up in those mountains there about 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet, you'll start finding sea fossils. Because all this area was underground. All this area was underwater like 320 million years ago. So during, I believe it was the Devonian period. But this was a giant inland sea. About that time to move. That foot over there flipped around and I tried kicking it, but it just won't snap back around. So okay. Then we're going to have to fill in here because there's another big wash. See how it cut through real good right here? Cut through back here, right through here, and all down where the Mini X is. Like I said, they said don't fight nature, and I get it. This is the time when I have to. Oh, I think it went too far. Oh shit, went way too far. Put this bucket down so it'll scrape on the way. All right, I think that's good. $323, holy moly, it doubled again. Thank you. Oh, it is definitely not my day job. It's just that, you know, I believe that if you can do it, you know, give it a shot. So, and it was less than $800 delivered with the fuel. So, really hard to argue on that one. All right, get this filled in. There's a deep ditch off. Should definitely protect it from washing into the property now. And it's going downhill naturally behind us. And we're at about 3,100 feet as well, if y'all are wondering. It's a very nice, probably 50 degrees right now. 45 maybe. Feels cool, but I got the sun on me. So it feels a bit warmer. Some more RPM. Oh, hate it for that tree, but it'll survive. It'll grow back through. These things are pretty hardy out here. If it can live out here, it'll survive being buried by a bit of rock and dirt. Oh, I thought the battery died for a moment. Oh, it's gonna die. It's at 1%, y'all. Well, look, I really appreciate y'all watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And there's a whole lot of other stuff going on. So, building everything myself. We'll see y'all around. Stay tuned.